Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pamela's Passion for Paper. And I changed my title and I can't ever remember it. Welcome to Pamela's Paper Passion. Okay, now today I'm going to scrapbook these 3 photos of my dog Macie. And I have a white sheet of paper. So I've got to decide what I'm going to do with these photos. Let me see here. I think I'm going to, I don't know, I think I might lay them across with Macie here in the middle. We've had her. She was born in February, and she is my love. I've had her since she was 6 weeks old, and I bought her online because I treated myself to a little Yorkie because I quit smoking. I took my money for a year and I saved it. And I said, okay, when I get enough money, I'm going to buy this little dog. And she was my gift to myself for getting rid of cigarettes. And that was 14 years ago. Well, I guess I should have told you after I got her. I thought that I'm a teacher, and I thought that going to work and leaving her home all day it was not okay. So what I did is I went and bought another one. And Macie did not like her. If you've watched my other videos, I think I've got Molly, my second dog, in here. And she's 3 pounds, and Molly also is 3 pounds. So they get along great now. But Macie's 14 years old, and Molly is 12 years old. And when I got Molly, Macie did not like her. She went in her crate and she wouldn't come out. And I thought, oh my gosh, I bought you so you wouldn't be lonely, and now you hate the other dog that I bought for you, so you wouldn't be so lonely. And it was awful. I mean, she taught me a lot about what not to do. When you have a single dog, I mean, mine, I bought her out of guilt. And I mean, I love her. I'm glad I got her. But I did. I got her out of guilt because I felt sorry that that Macie, I leave her home all day. So I didn't like that. Okay, let me put it right there. Let me see if I'm in focus here. So anyways, what I did is I bought Molly. I brought her home, and she was 9 weeks old. Macie was 2, and Macie hated her. Macie went into her crate, and she wouldn't come out. She didn't like Molly. She was not happy. Had I realized, I probably wouldn't have got a second dog right there at that time. Excuse me. But I did. And, oh boy, was that something. I did not know mama dogs clean up after their babies poop when they go potty. That way, nothing will come and eat the babies. So, Molly decided that Macie was her baby, and so she kept picking up Macie's poop and bringing it up to me. I guess she was trying to say, here is a gift for you showing you how much I love you. And, oh my gosh, she turned into quite a little terror. She's really good now. But when, like I said, she was the boss of the house. And she was only, I think I got her when she was either 6 or 9 weeks old. And she was bossing Macie around. She would growl at her when she didn't like something that Macie did. It was a a big fiasco. So, anyways, she also growled at Macie when Macie would come over and eat from the dog bowl. She would growl at her. And again, I had no clue what to do. I'm going to put these under here, make sure that they're even. But I didn't know what to do. So I called her breeder, or my breeder, and asked her what to do. Because this dog was ruling our house. And it was not okay with me. I didn't know what to do. So she told me that Molly, since Macie is not a dominant dog, she's not an alpha dog, she does not have to, she doesn't have to be the leader of the dog pack or the leader of the pack. Because her breeder told me that when you get a dog, you become a pack with them. And if you disagree with this, let me know, because this is what she told me. And so, anyhow, we became a pack, me, my husband, and Molly. And Macie. Well, Macie wasn't much into it, but Macie bowed down to Molly. And, Molly was just a baby, and she was running wild. So, anyways, Molly was really taking over the house. The food and everything. She would run in front of us when we would enter a room. And she'd growl at us to stop, and then she would run in first. I didn't know what to do. And so I called the breeder, and she said that Molly was trying to get the dominant spot in the house. Because Macie didn't have it. And I guess we were showing her that we didn't either. We didn't know what to do. So she told me that I needed to do everything that Molly was doing. I said I had to pick up Macie's poop. And she said, yeah, it won't take very long. And Molly will get the notice that, she is not the dominant dog. She is not the dominant of the house that you and your husband are. So, anyhow, I got me some rubber gloves, and I went and picked up her poop. And it was just like a little hard Tootsie Roll. And I went and hid it. I flushed it down the toilet, actually. And Molly was looking all over the place for it. She was going to take care of Macie. Well, I had to do this for a couple of days. And about a week later, we got the surprise of our life, and our house was happy. Because Molly started bowing down to my husband and I. And just from us, we would growl at her and go, oh, you can't get food before me and all this stuff. And by golly, it worked. So we became the dominant alphas of Molly and Macie. So neither one of them would ever go in a door without myself or my husband. Neither one of them would, let me see, what else would they not do? They wouldn't eat until Molly saw my husband and I both, and we were pretending like we were eating. And we would get down there and ruffle the food and some num num num. And so she thought we were eating. And every time she tried to come up on us, I would growl at her. And she got the hint really fast. I mean, she's a very, very smart dog. However, she was still the dominant between Macie and herself. She let Macie know, you are not the boss. And Macie, she was fine with that. She didn't care. As long as she couldn't figure out why we weren't taking over. Why Molly was taking over everything. So anyways, about 3 weeks later, this whole problem went away. Macie finally came out of her crate and started liking Molly. And it took a little while because Molly would run up on her. You know, she was just a little puppy and she wanted to play. Well, Macie was 2 years old and she still played. But Molly came in the first couple of weeks and tore up all Macie's toys. Macie had a whole toy box thing full. Actually, it was a kitty litter box because she couldn't get it. I bought a basket, but she was too little to get in the basket to get the toys. So I thought, man, what am I going to do? I don't know where I'm going to put these. So what we did is we went to Walmart and we started looking at tubs and little containers and stuff like that because they can't go outside because we have hawks, and a hawk will eat a tiny dog. I mean, they're smaller than a rabbit. And so, I mean, this hawk, no, you don't want to take your animal outside, especially if they're only tiny. If they're, 3 pounds, you don't want to do that. So they used potty mats, and I taught, Macie actually used it, and Molly, after the 3rd week, she would use it. And now, Molly the only time she ever has an accident, Molly, is when she gets really, really, really excited. And I'm thinking it might just be falling out. I'm not really sure what is happening. Okay, I chose this red because Macie has a red dog collar on. And that's another thing that I did with them. I had to make sure that they had, okay, that's not good. Make sure that they had something that jingled so I would not step on them. No, that would be terrible. Go out and get yourself some beautiful little dogs and then you step on them. But anyways, we've never stepped on them. We've had Macie for 14 years, and Molly came to us when Macie was 2 years old. And I had to crate Macie because Molly, she wasn't used to a crate, and she didn't like the crate. But Macie, that was her safety place. That was her place to go when she was tired. She would go in her crate. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this picture. Because these are 4x6s, and this is supposed to be a 12x12. I'm going to measure it. Oh, look at that. It's a tiny bit shy of a 12x12. Oh, pretty. Yeah, it's not square. It's a little bit off over here. However, finally, we got both of them potty trained on the mat. Actually, the mat is in the crate now my husband built them a doggy condo, which is a larger crate, big enough for me to put a potty mat in it, and I use disposables, and I also use a fabric underneath, which is a washable potty mat. And I've got several of those, and I just change them out pretty often. And Macie wouldn't go when I took the mat out. So, anyways, I finally they finally got the message, and they were doing really, really good. And you can see her right here. She is just in heaven because I had gotten home from work. And I worked pretty long hours because I taught 2nd grade, and I had to get ready for the next day before I left. Or I would have to come in like at 5 o'clock in the morning and get ready for the day. And no, I'm not a morning person. But I had to be at school. The kids started coming to my room about 7:30. So I had to be in my room ready for the little ones by 7:30. So I didn't have much time to play around with. Okay, let's make sure this isn't got any big giant shadows on it. I don't see any. Okay, a while ago I was messing up. I was messing with some stuff over here, and I was taping it, and oh my goodness sakes, all you could see was the sun and the lights and shadows. And in the middle was a big place where the sun and the sun was shining into the pictures. And I don't have blackout curtains up here. I have a shade that we use for our windows, but we don't have curtains, which I didn't want curtains, not my craft room. But anyways, I didn't realize throughout the video that all those shadows were there. And when I watched it back, I was going to edit it, and oh well, I still have to edit it. But when I watched it back, oh my goodness, it took me forever to find out where all those shadows were coming from. Because my room it's not very big, and I have a ton of stuff shoved in it. So one of these days, I love that. I think that's so cute. I got this out of 12 by 12 paper, and so it had all these little dogs on it. So I fussy cut those dogs out, and I just put it with my dog stuff. So when I scrapbooked my dogs, I would have these little dogs. And I've got this. It says Picture Perfect, little wood veneer. And I've got some hearts, some butterflies. And let me see, what else do I have? Oh, I got one more dog over here, but I don't think I have any place to put this dog. I should have put one of those over here, but I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. 1 and then 3. Okay, I think I'm going to do it. So let's put this little doggy down. That's why I haven't taped the doggone cute. Yep, that's going to be my title. And these are, I love them. These little dog embellishments, I just love them. I mean, they got a little bow tie. This one and this one has a little bow tie. And this one just has a green collar, and this one doesn't have anything. I got some little paws. I think I'm going to put around here. well, I got one little paw. Let's see. Okay, and this is the other stuff I have. I got some butterflies, and I got a little dog bone. Well, I have been making page kits, and I usually just take a couple of days, and I sit down and I just go to town. And I am trying to get to where I do not have to pause my videos. I don't have to turn the video off and go running around the room looking for stuff. So that's why, one of the reasons why I made those page kits. And so I wouldn't have to get up and go running around the room looking for stuff. I already looked for the stuff, and I have the stuff. And so I don't know where to put these. I just pull out one of my kits, and it's got all the embellishments. And all the I think I'm going to pop this thing up. All the embellishments are, oh, I need some foam tape. This little bitty roll. I don't know what I was saying. I got lost. So, okay. Now I can't find my scissors. Really? Oh, because I put them up. And my tool, I usually get me something like this. This is exactly it. These are the tools that I usually use in my scrapbooking. It's the most used tools. And I had some flip flaps, but I don't have any. I have 4x4, 2x3, and my rulers. But my scissors weren't in there. So, because I put them back where they belong, and I should have put them back in my tool thing that I pull out and get what I need and just pop it into that tool thing. Tool, I don't know, basket. So, oh, anyhow, I love these pictures. They are, oh my goodness, these little dogs up here. Macie, I mean, she's not much bigger than they are. Okay. Yeah, my layout here probably isn't going to be the same as the layout that I put on YouTube, because I'm not going to, I'm going to take out the backgrounds on these pictures, and it'll just be the dogs instead of all the background. I wanted to just, you know, shine on Macie. Let her have her photo day. So, anyhow, if anybody knows how to get oxide paint, distress oxide paint off of a photo, oh my gosh, I need it. I need a tip. I don't think you can. I've been trying. In my last video, I did a video of my grandson. Let me show you. It's right here. See this one here? Okay, I did this one, and I dropped a paintbrush right on top of there. And I don't think there's a way to get it out. I think it just grew into the photo. Well, I printed me another photo, but I couldn't get this stuff up. These weren't coming up. I mean, I didn't want to tear up those. So, I don't know. I might redo it. I might not. I don't know. But if anybody knows how to get that distress oxide off, I would appreciate some help. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put down these embellishments. I think I'm going to use these hearts. No, I'm going to do a triangle. I want a visual triangle. So I'm going to put, this I guess is a subtitle. It's picture perfect. I don't want to use that. I might see if I have some blue maybe that I could put on this. And I don't know. I'm going to think about that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get my photos down. Now, this strip isn't put down very good because I didn't know if I was going to stick stuff under it or not. So I didn't tack it down really, really good. So, okay. I have not been on YouTube in a while on my channel. I have been practicing editing. Oh my goodness sakes. I don't know how you learn to do that. So, I've been doing it on iMovie, and I've been watching some videos about editing. And no, either I'm a slow learner, because every time I try to do what they're doing, it doesn't turn out like they did, like theirs did. I wonder if I should put some paint on this. I don't know. So, I probably won't use these hearts or these butterflies. I don't know. So, I have 3 hearts. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 butterflies. Actually, I've just found another one. So 6 butterflies, which is an even number. And I don't usually scrap in even numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this out. And I'm going to, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I might put it right here where the picture perfect's supposed to be. But anyways, this is going to be a really easy thing to cut out. So, how many of you guys, can you put in the comments how you like to scrap? Do you like to scrap, when you made kits? Or do you like to scrap with pre-made kits? Which I have some of those, and I really like those. But sometimes I just want to go on my own, and sometimes I'll pull these sketches out, which I got from Scrapbook Generations, from Allison Davis from Scrapbook Generations, and these are free. Or they were when I got mine. I think they're still there. But I got a whole bunch of them. And they're designed by Allison Davis. And also by, there's some in here by somebody else. I don't know which one or where it is. I saw it the other day when I was looking at these. Debbie Sanders. So I have scrap sketches I have them for 12 by 12 layouts, and I also have them for, I'm not using that one. I also have them, I'm not going to do the embellishments just like they did, but I also have kits. Oh my goodness, I have dog kits, I have beach kits, I have swimming pool. I got a whole bunch. But I usually make up my own kit. I have been watching, I think it's Janet RTS or Nicole. I can't remember her name. If you'd like to leave it in the comments, I would love to know what her name is, that is big on putting kits together. But I have so many embellishments that I would like to use. So I usually will just sit down, get the papers, and I have lots of cardstock, and I have lots of 12 by 12 pads of paper. And sometimes I'll pull from one. And what I do, and sometimes I'll pull from more than one. What I did is, okay, find my trash. Okay, what I did, wow, that is terrible. I got a 3-ring binder to put my sketches in that I got from Scrapbook Generations. Some of them maybe be from Pinterest. And I put them in this 3-ring binder so they would be very easy for me to just pull the binder and look through it and see if there's anything I want to do. And I can make a kit from that, or I can make up my own kit. I could design my own. I've done that. I'm still learning how to do that. But I think it's Janet. Janet from RTS. She was big on, oh, look at that. I do not know if I don't want to do that. I don't know if I want to use that. I like I got to do something down here. So, if anybody has any wisdom they'd like to share with me on videotaping or editing, goodness, how to, basically in front of a camera. I'm behind the camera, but occasionally I will get on the camera, but even behind the camera, it's like I feel awkward. And I don't know if that's, a normal feeling, or if anybody else felt awkward when they started, because I haven't been on very long. And I haven't had a whole lot of videos. And I only have 9 subscribers. So if you're watching this, would you please subscribe? There's a subscribe button. And I've got one, I think it's right down there on the bottom right-hand corner. And you could subscribe and become number 10. I'm trying to get into the double digits, people. But I haven't been able to post very much. So I'm going to put this little dog bone down here. I'm going to put some other stuff down here. I think I'm going to make an embellishment like that. And then back up. I want to draw. So I'm coming back to this picture perfect. Okay. So anyways, going back to subscribing, I have subscribed to so many YouTubers for scrapbooking because I love to learn new things. That's my passion. Each day I strive to make something new and actually be able to talk without fumbling all over myself with words. So anyhow, I put a little sheet up here on my desk that says, do not say so, and okay. So now I'm saying so, no, and that's one of my words that I can't say. So what I was going to ask is, did you guys have butterflies in your tummy when you first started YouTubing? And if so, what did you do to get over them? Because I feel very awkward. I mean, I've been in front of people, all the time, but they were usually like 7 years old. They were my little students in my class. Okay. Do you guys think I ought to put this there? I don't know. I have this, too. Home is where your dog is. And that's the phrase I live by, my dogs. My husband and myself and our 2 dogs. So, I don't know. I don't know if I ought to use this or not. I'm going to think about it. And I'll be right back.